Okay. Let's give this a go. Oh, I should go to the fucking main menu, I guess. There it is. Hello, Patrick, also. Okay. Talking to someone that's not here, I'm gonna go mad. Okay, name. Hello? How do I... oh. Patrick. Done. Hello? Done? Oh yeah, so the game is buggy as hell. So it's allowing me to go up and down with the controller like this, but it's not allowing me to actually do any options. I have to use the mouse. Female, of course. Hello? Class? I am. It's the one I want. Knight. Low ranking knight. High HP, solid armor, weapon, high strength, dexterity. So yeah, so you go into the game, and it's Dark Souls, so it's the best game ever made. Oh, I'm gonna drop my controller, shit. And you look at all these stats over here on the left, it's like, cool. You can fuck yourself a little by not picking the right thing. Because the stats, they're not explained. You can't just like, oh, what's this do? What's this do? Hover over stuff. So you go like, oh, warrior, it's level 4, whatever that means. 11 vitality, cool. 8 attunement. 13 strength and only 12 endurance. What a noob. I want more endurance and more strength or something. So what's the difference between a warrior and a knight? Like, look at them. Look at them over here. Sword and shield, cool. Some leather and some plate. Less leather, but sword and shield. So why? But why is this guy 10 attunement and this guy's 8 attunement? Don't know. Dark Souls, best game ever. No complaining. Free game, no bitching. So attunement and resistance and intelligence and faith are useless for anyone who has any want for fun in this game and isn't a hard F word. So that means you're going to be slapping stuff with swords and shields and stuff. So you want the most bang for your buck in how hard can this guy hit with sword. So you want strength. That's it. Why can't they just fucking save that? Hello? High strength and dexterity. Like, great, what's it do? What's it do, game? Learn by doing. Okay, so fine. So we're gonna pick, I think it's the warrior we want. This guy's naked also. This is a fun one. All the stats are the same. Cleric, pyromancer, sorcerer. So one guy heals and does miracles or something. This guy's firecaster, and this guy is like other spells. Hunter is, I can't remember what hunters do. Bandits. It's kind of like the people roleplay Dark Souls also, and it's like, lads, come on, lads. Oh yeah, so thief has the master key, which is pretty useful at the start of the game because it's one fucking door that you have to run all the way around obtusely. Otherwise, is it knight or warrior? High strength and dexterity. I think it's knight we want. Vitality is HP. Attunement is some other nonsense. Endurance is stamina. Strength is damage. Dexterity is attack speed. Resistance is poison resistance or something. Intelligence is how powerful your fireballs and shit are going to be, I think. And faith is your miracles and healing. How powerful they're going to be. Humanity is like a pickup along the game that turns you from human to thingy. So I think it's... This is just like... We haven't even left the menu yet. And it's like this. So I think we want knight. He is a higher level though, and that's a big deal too. He's got more vitality, which is like HP, and he's only losing a couple of points in strength. We don't want the dexterity points. You can only have a certain amount of points. So every time you level up, you can like put a point in something. So if you can only have a certain amount of levels, that means you're going to hit a cap for everything. So knight is level 5 instead of level 4, but he's got less dexterity, so he'll have more points to earn in other things, whilst also having more vitality. So we go knight, also because it's called knight, is simple enough. Gift. You're like, okay, great. None of this makes sense. When you first start playing, none of this makes sense. So the thief starts with the master key, but you can also pick the master key as a gift. It's like a starty game thing. God has his blessing. What does this do? Fully restores HP and status. Okay. Fire bombs, cool. Twin humanities, don't care. Binoculars, used to peer at faraway sights. That's literally all it does. Some of the things are like, literally all it does is that. Used used to peer at faraway sites, or it's unlock secret area in the game with fucking hentai porno and something else and a secret ending, and the devs ring you up and say you're amazing. Which I think is Old Witch's Ring. No obvious effect, it says. Ancient ring with no obvious effect. And then you get halfway through the game, you're like, oh, I wish I had the Old Witch's Ring. HP recovers slowly while equipped. Ooh. But we want the master key, 100%, because it opens the door and I'm not running all the way around, and we'll get there when we see. Physique, well, it's Patrick, so tiny head. No, that's not accurate. Large, upper, top heavy. Yeah, top heavy. Wait, very large or top heavy. Hello? There we go. Tiny head though, for comedy. Or top heavy for roleplay. Very large. How do I manually increase the fat? Go very large. Face. Dubious Kareem. Where are you from? You're from Donegal, so Eerie Great Swamp. Yeah, I mean, hair. No colour? Is there a colour? That's very short, apparently. Can I have shaved head but ginger hair? Which one's Patrick's hair? I mean... Oh, colour! Which one's the most gingery one? You'll never see any of this either. Except... Go. Why am I doing this? Oh, God.
In the
okay,
age of ancients,
it's a cool one too.
the world was unformed, shrouded by fog.
Thumbs up.
A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons.
Dragoons everywhere. And trees, apparently. And rocks.
But then there was fire.
Fire is life. Right?
And with fire,
Because none of this makes sense.
disparity.
I'll try and explain afterwards if I can remember.
And cold, life and death,
Down we go.
and of course, light and dark.
Remember this if you can.
Then
For many
from
hours
the
from now.
dark, they came
This is racist.
and found the souls of lords within the flame.
Devil May Cry cutscene right now.
Nito, the first of the dead,
He's a happy man. Look at him.
the witch of Izalith
The witch?
and her daughters of chaos,
The witch?
Gwyn, the lord of sunlight,
Put yourself?
and his faithful knights, and the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten.
So easily forgotten, we never find anything else about her apart from this close-up right now. Now. Oh yeah, it's not
With the
now.
strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty lords peeled apart their stone skills.
Jesus.
The witches weaved great firestorms.
I can't remember why they challenged the dragons.
Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more.
God, that's loud in my fucking headphones.
Thus began the Age of Fire.
Age of Fire, cool. Thanks very much. Good. Can we go? Let's go.
But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain.
But then,
Even now, there are only embers,
but then,
and man sees not light, but only endless nights.
so that's us, I think, meant to be dead there on the ground.
And amongst the living
I think.
are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
I should have read up on all this again. Oh well. Don't make no sense, no how. Are we good? Are we in? She loads. Okay.
Yes,
And there,
indeed.
hanging out. Good, good, good. Let me play the
dark
game!
side
Come on, the fuck!
brands the undead.
Yes, indeed. Hard game,
And
by the
in
way.
this land,
Fucking impossible. Can't even play the fucking thing.
the undead are corralled and led to the north.
That remembers. You'd think after a long, long time they'd finally
Where
get
they
out.
are locked away to await the end of the world.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
This is your fate.
I feel locked away, awaiting the end of the world right now, waiting for this fucking cutscene to end. Yeah, we're really role-playing now. I'm sitting here languishing. He's sitting there languishing. Waiting for death that never comes. Jesus. Thanks for the breakfast. So fans go nuts over him because they're all stupid and there's no reason to. Alright. Northern Undeed's Asylum. Can I spin in a perfect circle? Kind of. So, this guy throws down a corpse with a key on it. Why he doesn't throw down just the key, we will never know. And you can get out of this definitely stuck for all eternity, solid, titanium, non-rusty door that just pushes open. Rustier than the armor we have on. We couldn't have made a key or broken it open or leveraged it on nothing. None of these lads could either. Sorry about that, lads. Only one key, one door. Even though it opens from this side, it would seem. I could very easily let you all out right now. As I could have probably reached my hand through there and opened it from this side. But anyway, so we're a warrior of fate or something. And the tutorial is now, and it's like, right stick, camera controls. Hard game, by the way. So, we're in an undead asylum, so there was nothing before anything. Apart from arch trees, stones, and dragoons. And then somehow there was fire. And fire is like life and death, so it was like timeless. So dragons don't experience time or anything. There was no cycle or living or dying or whatever. There was just endlessness. And that's what the dragons had. And then somehow there was fire. And when there's fire, there's light and dark. And when there's hot and cold, and there's life and death and all that kind of stuff. And then there became people. And the lords. And it's basically souls are a kind of ability to do things, from my understanding. It's like, the more soul power you have, the stronger your soul is, the more powerful as a being you are. This guy's fucking crying listening to my explanation now. I'm like, the cutscene didn't do a good job crying, man, so I have to explain it now. You've got to languish in here. So, the stronger soul you have, the more you can do stuff, and I don't know why they attacked the dragons. I have to look into that. Probably because the dragons had soul. You kill something, you get its soul. I think if you read this, it's like you get it now. RB is attack. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember all the buttons. So we beat the shit out of this guy and take his chips. And we get 20 soul. Or soul power, or whatever it is. Big fucking... Don't look at that in there yet. And the stronger the soul you have, the more you can do stuff, and the strongest souls in the land don't want to relinquish their power to fuel the flame of the world. What has sparked. So there's like... There was fire, and the lads were all like, cool, that's nice, now it gives us strength, it gives us magic probably or something, and it gives us life, and the world is good when there's fire, when there's an age of fire. And then the fire starts going out and they're like, uh-oh. So they try and take soul from the dragons. I think. And then, that's great, and then the Witch of Izalith, casting her great firestorms, she tries to make fire instead of just taking it from something. Whoops-a-daisy opens up hell, and now there's demons. And here we are. So, in present day now, no one's dying, it would seem, because they keep relighting the flame. They don't allow the world to die and reset. And they keep relighting the flame with the strength of the Lord's souls. And that ain't good, because no one's dying, they're just turning into these things, undeads. Because there's no Dark Age to let things die properly. Fuck. Jesus. Guess you got bowed from there, did you? Huh? Wait, how are you dead? There's nothing can die. Oh yeah, we'll get to that. Figure that out, actually. So, you have to... There's a prophecy, and we'll figure that out when we meet Mr. Key-Givey Man. There's a prophecy that if you gather up all the undead and put them in this place, over a long enough period of time, one of them will get bored enough languishing watching cutscenes in his cell over yonder and try and get out. And if one of them ends up being strong enough to break out and kill the prison guard over here, this demony dude, he's probably a super duper guy and worth investing in as a main character type. He's a prophesized Superman, super dude, and he can, if he can kill all that stuff, he can go and kill all the Lord Souls people and take all their souls and use it to reignite the flame of the world. Because he's super duper killy demon man, and none of these guys can do it. And every time you die, you respawn, canonically. But for game purposes, it's a bit different. So all these guys have tried to get out of this prison. Apart from the ones who can't even get out of their cells. And can't get past the prison guard and keep getting killed for millennia. Or at least a very, very long time. And when they die, they respawn and they try again, and eventually they give up. And because they have no purpose, they go mad. Like this guy. And you are on that process, and you've gone hollow. You're an undead and going hollow. When you hollow completely, you lose your mind. But you have been set on a course now to try and get out with the key. And you are the only undead that doesn't give up. When you die, you respawn and you try again. And that's not unique to you, but what's unique to you is the not giving up thing. And that's why all the hard F-word fan people are like, Dark Souls saved my life because I was gonna give up, but the main character never gives up. He's tenacious, and every time he gets stuck, all he does is have to level up like a Final Fantasy boss instead of using skills like in Hollow Knight. Alright, where was I? So yeah, it's like, the main character never gives up, and neither should you, and etc, etc, and that's why I didn't kill myself, which I definitely should have. It's definitely overdue. You should get back to that ASAP. Dark Souls is done, you're done, go back, do it now, get the knife. So yeah, that's what you have to do, and all the bosses in the game have probably faced you many times, but every time they kill you, you come back until you beat them, and until you've beaten all the bosses and can gather all the soul in the land and go to the flame of the world or whatever that's almost dying and use that soul within you and use yourself as tinder to relight the flame of the world, or not. Dun dun dun. Yes, you do. So that's what they've been doing. All the Lord Soul people, the strong bosses of the world, have been using their soul strength to relight the flame of the world over and over so nothing can fucking die. Same as the fanboys of this game, they just won't die. You just won't die! So that's the story of it. From my understanding, there's like little niggles and little bits I'm probably missing out on. You have to like climb up this demon's ass crack and be like, oh, he ate a piece of corn last night. That must mean that he was in the cornfields at such and such a time, which means that he must have met this guy. Which means that when they talked, they decided to do X, Y, Z, and you got to Sherlock Holmes it all together. And it's like, that's interesting and fun, apparently. Instead of just like, you know, explanations. It's a whole kingdom, but no one kept written record. Kind of like Hollow Knight, where you find the statue of a king in the in like the abyss or something, and you're like, oh, the king was here. That means he had to have known about this. Like it's fun in Hollow Knight because that's a good game. It's not fun in Dark Souls because it's a bad game. Very simple, very easy game also. So yeah, that's my understanding of the sort of story at the surface. And we're gonna move on in part 2 when I check that this is recorded properly. So yeah, you can fucking, oh, if I can control the mouse, it goes fucking nuts. Jesus. Alright, let's have a look and see if this works. Mash that like button and subscribe and ring the bell. I'll tab